Heavy rainstorms in Lynchburg leading to serious flooding in several areas of the Hill City.
Yeah, the storms also knocked down trees and power lines, leaving thousands without power. WFXR's Anna McDougal joins us now live from the Hill City.
And I understand you spoke with crews from the Department of Emergency Services. What can you tell us?
Evan, Hazel Marie, good afternoon. Well, the people here at the Department of Emergency Services tell me that they definitely had a very busy night and morning. Now that rain is definitely starting to slow down here, and some of the flooding you can see is draining out a little bit, but they say with the chance of more rain coming in, they want people to stay aware. Director of Emergency Services Melissa Foster says during the storms they had nearly 300 calls come in just the span of 4 hours. She says while summer storms are to be expected, the amount of rain we got last night caused more flooding and power outages than we are used to. She says the public works crew have been out all morning trying to clear up some of the trees and debris that were knocked down. She says AEP has also been out working to restore power, but says some customers are still in the dark. She says the best thing people can do is be prepared.
During the season, just make sure that you have supplies on hand, that if something happens and the power is out for a long period of time, that you have plenty of food, water, any supplies, medications, or anything that you might need so that you and your family are prepared.
She also wants to remind people if they are driving and come across standing water, do not drive through it, and remember the saying, turn around, don't drown. Now Foster adds that if you do come across a downed tree or a power line or anything like that, you should not hesitate to reach out to emergency services so that they can send people out to get that all cleaned up. We'll have more on this story tonight at WFXR News at 6 in Lynchburg. Anna McDougal, WFXR News.
Thank you, Anna. And all the stormwater runoff has overwhelmed parts of Lynchburg's sewer system. The city says a combined sewer overflow is in effect, meaning untreated wastewater is ending up in the James River, which could lead to high levels of bacteria. So we're going to turn now to meteorologist Tab O'Neill for just a moment on today's forecast.
Good afternoon, Tab. Any more severe weather heading our way today?
A little bit maybe this evening and more so over the weekend. Let's go back and take a look at some of the conditions that we experienced last night. The rainfall totals, for example, Lynchburg was the high spot out of the precipitation of last night. By about 10 o'clock last evening, Lynchburg had received 6 inches of rain. Montvale, almost 3 inches of rain. Bent Mountain, 2.5 inches of rain. Over 2 inches of rain for Appomattox Courthouse and Preston Forest, which is in Montgomery County. There were many other areas that received similar amounts of rainfall as well. Looking at the radar for this morning, it started to move out of the region as far as the precipitation, but a little bit this past hour has begun to move into far southwest Virginia. That's going to be the story. We'll have a return of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and this evening, and then another round of precipitation Saturday afternoon and evening, and again Sunday afternoon and evening. I'll have that in the pinpoint weather forecast in just a couple of minutes.